bichos! I'm going to show you how I make my quesadilla. So these are the ingredients that I'll be using. I'll be using 2 cups of this rice flour, 1 cup of whole milk, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 8 tablespoons or 1 stick of melted margarine, 1 cup of white sugar, 4 eggs, 1 cup of crema Salvadoreña. I'm using this brand of cheese, queso, duro, blandito. And then I'll be using 1 cup of queso fresco. This is the brand that I'm using. And then sesame seeds, and these are the pans that I'll be baking them in. So you're just going to be starting out with your 8 ounces of melted margarine, or you could use butter, it does not matter. Then you're going to be adding your 1 cup of white sugar, and you're just going to be mixing this really well, making sure that it's incorporated. You should be using a whisk or a spatula. Then you're going to be adding your eggs one by one. Make sure you're whisking them together and incorporating them into your melted butter and your sugar. Then you're going to be adding in your 1 cup of crema Salvadoreña, and again making sure that you incorporate this really well with your whisk. Next you'll be adding in your 1 cup of shredded queso duro blandito and your 1 cup of queso fresco. Then I'm going to be switching to a spatula instead of a whisk and incorporating this really well. Next, you're going to want to add your 1 cup of whole milk. Give this a good quick stir. Next, we're going to be adding in our 2 cups of rice flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder into a sifter. You're just going to want to sift this through just to make sure there's no lumps and clumps in your quesadilla. I'm doing this in a separate bowl, and then I'll be slowly adding this to the wet batter. Now as I'm adding this, I'm just doing it slowly, incorporating little by little. You don't want to add too much. Now this is the consistency that you're going to want your quesadilla to be at, and it should look like this. Now you're just going to want to grease whatever pan you're going to be using. Now I'm going to be topping my quesadilla with sesame seeds. You just evenly distribute them all around your quesadilla, and I'm going to be baking this at 350 degrees for 50 minutes to an hour. It really depends on your oven, so make sure you watch it, but you will know when it's done when it's a beautiful golden brown.